2021, why are people still buying BCAAs? Branch chain amino acids are still one of the biggest selling supplements across the market. Now, it's just become a really popular trend, bit of bro science, that they prevent muscle breakdown during workouts and things like that, and people would sip on them into workouts for those sort of bright coloured drinks that you always see about the gym floors. It's just something that we don't need to be supplementing with in 2021, and there's a lot of misinformation out there on it. It seems like every influencer on Instagram is still promoting BCAAs without the actual knowledge to back up why you should be buying those. So stay tuned. Today's video is going to be telling you why you probably don't need to be supplementing with BCAAs and why you should just save your money. Before we get into the video, like the video, subscribe for more content. Now let's roll the intro, let's get into it. So let's start by talking about what BCAAs actually are. So they are branch chain amino acids: leucine, isoleucine and valine. These are 3 of the essential amino acids. There are 9 of these in total, and essential means that the body cannot produce them in adequate quantities, therefore they have to be consumed through your diet. There are 11 non-essential amino acids, making up 20 in total, so 9 essential amino acids including the 3 BCAAs, and 11 non-essential amino acids that the body can produce. So within the BCAAs, leucine plays an important role in muscle protein synthesis, aka the process by which our bodies grow and repair muscle. Isoleucine plays a role in muscular uptake of glucose, aka energy, and valine, there's more research needed to actually determine the role of this within the 3 BCAAs. Where can you find BCAAs? Well, many food sources contain BCAAs. Yogurt, eggs, beef, turkey, whey protein will contain BCAAs as well. It has a high leucine profile, which is a good thing. That's why it's a very good form of protein as well. So there's many food sources that contain BCAAs, and the thought is that by supplementing them on top of a already balanced diet, that they can provide some benefits. So the thought is that supplementing BCAAs alone will spike muscle protein synthesis because of the leucine content, and this is a good thing. So therefore supplementing them alone can be beneficial. Now this is not actually the case, because in order for muscle protein synthesis to occur, you need the presence in certain amounts of all 9 of the essential amino acids. Now if you're just supplementing BCAAs alone, that's only 3 of the 9. So in order for muscle protein synthesis to occur, your body's actually going to go through the process of recycling some of the other amino acids within the essential amino acids, the 9 of them. So your body's going to end up having to actually use breakdown of the other amino acids to generate muscle protein synthesis. And a study by Wolf et al. Actually found the reverse to be true, in the sense that supplementing BCAAs alone actually led to a decrease in muscle protein synthesis because of this recycling effect and the requirement for all 9 essential amino acids to be present. Considerations. So who can they actually benefit? Well, potentially the only real populations that I would suggest that may have some benefit to BCAA supplementation is probably twofold. So first of all, if you are vegan or vegetarian, the amino acid profile of animal products has a superior amino acid profile to plant-based protein. Now, if you are struggling to get adequate protein intake in, and you are vegan, then you're probably missing out on a number of these animal proteins, obviously. Therefore, you may be lacking in some of the BCAAs. So it could potentially have some benefit to vegan and vegetarian populations. And the second population that it may be beneficial to supplement would be people with an already low protein intake. Now, the general recommended range of protein per day for optimal muscle development is somewhere between 1.6 grams per kilo of body weight up to 2.2 grams per kilo of body weight. Somewhere in that range is going to be about right. Now, if the main thing is hitting your daily protein target. Now, if you're already getting a sufficient amount of protein within this range, then supplementing BCAAs on top of an already high protein diet is not going to do anything at all. The main difference it's going to make is if you are already having quite a low protein intake, you're not eating sufficient protein, then adding 15-20 grams of BCAAs may actually be beneficial. So the only populations, to summarize, that may have some benefit of supplemented BCAAs are vegans, vegetarians, people that aren't getting much BCAAs through the diet, and people with an already low protein intake, which is way below 1.6 grams per kilo of body weight. That being said, I think there are far better options and better value for money out there. For example, instead of supplementing BCAAs, I would just choose whey protein instead. If you are struggling to hit your protein intake per day through whole foods, and you think it will be much more convenient for you to supplement using whey protein between meals, say you're at work for example, it's easy, you can take it on the go. Per scoop, it's going to work out cheaper as well. A couple of scoops of whey could be like 60-70p versus paying more for meat portions and additional meat portions on top of your meals already. And obviously it's more practical as well, not to have to being able to have to cook more regularly during the day and cook more portions of meat. So it's cheap, it's effective, and it's got a high leucine profile as well, whey protein. So it's probably cheaper as well than BCAAs on average as well. So because of these factors, I would just supplement with whey protein instead of BCAAs if you are struggling to hit your overall protein intake. So there are much better options out there. Creatine is also much more proven as a supplement than BCAAs. So I would, if you're looking to spend money on supplements and you are unsure which ones to prioritize, the research shows that creatine is far more proven and effective. So do your own research on supplements before buying, obviously. So to summarize for you, BCAAs for the majority of the population are probably unnecessary to supplement unless you are vegan or vegetarian and already have a very low protein intake. Then there may be some benefits to have them. Additionally, if you want an expensive flavored water and you're bored of drinking squash, then maybe go for BCAAs. But for the majority of the population, getting a high protein diet, they're really going to add nothing on top. If you've got the money to spend on them and you enjoy taking them, then go for it. But for the majority of people, I would say save your money and do not worry about BCAAs. That's it for today's video. Really hope you enjoyed it. Like the video, subscribe for more content, and let's catch you on the next one. See you later. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.